They say we are the most advanced generation to have ever lived. But what if we're also the last? The last generation to feel the world the way we do, to hear the wind rustle through trees without a filter, to dream without digital permission, to hurt, to laugh, to stumble, and get up without algorithms watching. What if we are the last to be fully human? Look around. We are living in a time where the boundary between man and machine is dissolving, quietly, invisibly. Not with a bang, but with convenience. You no longer remember phone numbers. Your thoughts are guided by trending searches. Your emotions measured by likes, quantified by pixels. And so, inch by inch, convenience traded your essence. There's no revolution, no war, just acceptance. Quiet nods to innovation, subtle shrugs to privacy, smiles to automation. And beneath all this, a silent extinction, not of species, but of spirit. You see, the human experience was never perfect, but it was real, raw, filled with unpredictability. You made choices, not because an app suggested it, but because something in your soul moved. You loved not because an algorithm matched you, but because a gaze lingered, a laugh echoed, a story connected. But now, even connection has been simulated. Artificial empathy is being coded. Artificial love is being tested. Artificial creativity is being monetized. And with every step, we lose something ancient, something sacred, something irreplaceable. You are not becoming gods. You are becoming ghosts, silent data points in a global system too vast to comprehend. Conscious enough to notice the cage, but too dependent to leave. We scroll, not live. We respond, not reflect. We consume, not create. We document every moment, except the present one. And maybe that's the tragedy. Not that machines are replacing us, but that we are willingly forgetting what it means to be us. Children now learn through screens, not scars. They cry in emoji, not in arms. They seek comfort in code, not in conversation. What happens when a generation grows up never truly knowing solitude? When they've never felt boredom, only buffering? When even their silence has ads? And this isn't some dystopian fantasy. It's not science fiction. It's a slow truth. A silent drift. And you are in it. They told you technology would liberate you. But ask yourself, are you freer? Or are you simply faster? Are you happier? Or are you more distracted? They said knowledge would make us wise. But wisdom isn't access to information. It's understanding it. And that requires stillness, contemplation, presence. But those are luxuries now. Because attention is currency, and your mind is up for sale, you no longer live in a home. You live in a feed. You no longer walk in nature. You walk through notifications. You're always reachable, but never truly reached. And the most terrifying part, we're okay with it. We're okay trading depth for speed, meaning for metrics, soul for simulation, because convenience feels good. But the price is your humanity. The philosopher Alan Watts once said, "You are under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago." And yet, technology wants you predictable. It wants your patterns, your preferences, your fears. It needs them, so it can feed you. And when the machine knows you better than you know yourself, who are you? You think you're free because you can choose. But when your choices are framed by what the machine shows you, are they even yours? True freedom isn't having options. It's knowing who you are without being told. And that, my friend, is the crisis. You're losing that knowing. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. And humanity is tired of pretending it's in control, tired of racing a race it doesn't understand, tired of being plugged in, yet emotionally starved. And maybe that's why this matters now, more than ever. Because we are the threshold, the last generation that remembers life before this digital bloom. Before dopamine came in notifications. Before conversation became content. Before thought became trackable. We are the bridge between what was real and what is replicated. And if we forget, there's no one left to remember. So what do? Do we run to the woods, throw away our phones, reject the world. No, that's not the way. The answer isn't retreat, it's remembrance. Remember silence. Remember boredom. Remember wonder. Remember reading a face, not just a screen. Remember asking, not searching. Remember touching, not tapping. Remember the warmth of being, not just doing. Because as long as you remember, you are still human. As long as you pause, you are resisting. As long as you choose presence, you are alive. Yes, the machines are coming. Yes, the world is changing. But maybe that's not the end. Maybe it's a reminder that, in the face of synthetic everything, the most radical act is to feel, to cry and not explain, to love and not optimize, to live and not document, to simply be, not as a brand, not as a user, but as a soul, messy, imperfect. Because this might be the last generation to know what that truly means. So let the next chapter begin, not with fear, but with awareness, not with rejection, but with wisdom, and not with silence, but with your voice. Because even as the world automates, the heart must remain human.